I'm Oma. My parents are the ruler of a particular kingdom in the sea. I have a sister called Ola. She hated me from birth and will do anything to frustrate me. She said I stole the love of our parents from her. On my 16th birthday, I was given a royal crown. It is the only proof of royalty. Without a royal crown, you will be seen as a commoner. One day, I woke up only to find out my crown is missing. I cried and realized only one person could do this. It is Ola, my sister. I bolted to her room and said, "Why did you take it? Haven't you treated me bad enough? Now you took my crown." I was about to report her to our parents when she said, "I took it to the surface some minutes ago. If you get there before any human finds it, you might see your crown. How could you do this? You know mermaids are forbidden from going to the surface." I said, almost crying. "The more minutes you spend here, the more probability that you will not find your crown." She replied. I immediately left for the surface. As I got to the surface, a human was already there. She was with a basket, and I saw something shiny inside. She was about to leave with it when I shouted stop with a shaking voice. She exclaimed in shock, "Oh my God, it's a mermaid." She walked closer to me, and I shouted, "Step back. Don't come closer, or you will regret it." She replied, "Please, I mean no harm. I just want you to bless me. I have heard stories of mermaids giving fortune and gifts to humans. Please give me my crown. It is very important to me," I said, interrupting her speech. "Oh, you mean the stuff on my basket? It is not a crown. It is my baby's necklace. I gave birth 2 months ago. That my husband left me for another woman last month. I'm just trying to survive. Please help me," she pleaded in tears. Then, I realized my sister has tricked me into going to the surface. I don't have anything on me now. I promised to get you something valuable by this time next week. That we will meet at the river hill. It is beyond the reach of most humans. I will come if you can meet me there and also agree to keep your mouth closed of everything that happened here. She replied in a shaking tone. I promise to keep my mouth closed. I swear with my son's life. I will. I told her to leave immediately and I left. On my way home, I bumped into a merman who was trapped in a seaweed. I quickly helped him and he thanked me. "I'm Ragnar," he said with a smile. "I am Oma," I replied. "Please, like, share, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel as we continue. I must confess, you are really brave. Other mermaids that saw me refused to help me. I'm in a haste. I have to leave now," I replied him and absconded. When I got home, I got scolded by my parents. "What is your excuse and mission for going to the surface?" My father yelled. My mother added in rage, "I thought you were obedient and organized. I'm going to watch you closely henceforth, and you are grounded for a week." I tried to explain that it was Ola's fault, but my father snapped. "How can you blame your sister when all she did was helping you? The royal crown you lost while having fun. She utilized the whole day to look for it. Is that how you thank her? Leave my presence, now." I left in tears. The next day, I was shocked to know Ragnar is the son of the commander of all territories in the sea, and he came in search for me. When we met again, we quickly got along. My parents were happy for me. Ola, who was envious of me, tried to tarnish my image. She told Ragnar lies about me, but Ragnar told me all she said. I explained to him how my sister has been envious of me. He told me my sister is a desperate person, and I should be careful. I was happy he was not gullible enough to buy her lies. It was time for me to see the human I promised some valuable item. I told Ragnar about it, and he helped me by saying we were going out. When I got to the surface, I gave the human a golden bracelet. She jumped in happiness and said, "Thank you so much, my name is Blessing." "I'm Oma," I said, smiling. "Can we be friends? I will be the happiest person if you agree." I agreed and we became friends. She told me about her life, and I ended up telling her about my envious sister. We agree to meet same place every week. We stick to the plan. Most times, she gives me drinks, sweets, candy and biscuits. And sometimes I gift her valuable items like beads and gold. I started to sneak some of my gifts to my house and share with Ragnar. One day, I woke up to the angry tone of my parents, and I discovered all of my drink and sweets were missing. I quickly went to beg my parents, and they told me they never knew how desperate my sister was until now. They added that she had been punished for trying to take my drink as evidence to the commander of territories. But Ragnar discovered it and saved me. He also reported everything I told him about my sister to my parents. My parents apologized to me, and I felt relieved. So I went to my room. I was shocked to meet my furious sister there. So I asked her, "What did I ever do to you?" She replied, "You were born. You took everything from me. You stole my life and my spotlight. Ever since you were born, all the attention diverted to you. I became your babysitter, and I got scolded for not protecting you whenever you get hurt. You stole my dream man. I wish you were never born," she yelled. "Do you know I could have died if I was caught by other humans?" I yelled back at her. "Your death will be nothing but happiness to me," she replied, giving me a death stare, and she left. It was time for me to meet my human friend again. But this time when I got to the surface, I saw my sister being captured by humans. I tried to help, but it was too late. I ran home for help. My parents wept and said nothing could be done. I reported to other authorities, but none agreed to help. They said nothing could be done. I swam back to the surface. I was a little relieved that my human friend was still there. I pleaded with her to save my sister, and she refused at first and said she deserved what she got. When she realized I won't give up until she agrees to help me, she agreed to help. The first attempt to rescue her was unsuccessful, but she later rescued her after much effort. My sister couldn't believe the length I went for her to be safe, and she confessed. She said she wanted me to get caught by humans and paid some merman so set the trap for me. Unfortunately for her, I was an hour late, and she thought I was taken already. She went to the surface, happily thinking I was taken by humans, and she ended up in her own trap. She pleaded for forgiveness, but my parents were so mad at her and sent her to live in another territory. Ragnar and I got married, and I invited my sister. For the first time in my life, she was happy for me. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and share my story.